Hey guys, so I did a live update on my page, but I'm going to do it here too because I need your help. So I am at the airport. I am refusing to fly commercial. I'm actually refusing to fly anywhere in an airplane until I've been quarantined for the 14 days. I'm trying to find a place here in Atlanta to quarantine, but I've been told that the only place that you're allowed to self-quarantine in Atlanta has to be done through the CDC. I know a lot of you guys have been flying today to all of your different destinations, and after all of the horrible decisions that have been made, and most of you were actually on that flight, so you actually know what happened today. I am not going to do what they did. So I am sitting in the Atlanta airport. I need anybody that has connections with representatives, I don't care who it is that you know. If you can please find somebody that knows the CDC. And I want a hotel room. I do not want to go back to my family I have a high-risk family member. I am not going to self-quarantine at that home. Not after treating all of those patients today, not after flying that long with everybody that was coughing and most likely was positive. I'm not doing it. I was covered in all of those germs. I have changed clothes in the bathroom, except for my shoes. I have I've gotten my luggage back from Delta and turned in my ticket, and they're allowing me to use that ticket 14 days or however many days if I end up being positive or I end up showing symptoms. So I can use that ticket later. But I'm literally stuck in an airport with no place to go because hotels in Atlanta do not self-quarantine. They don't allow people to self-quarantine. So chances are, I'm not showing symptoms, I'm not coughing, I've changed my clothes. Maybe the exposure risk to all the people on the airplane at this point, since I've changed my clothes and all of that kind of stuff and wiped myself down with bleach wipes, is not that huge. But after all of the irresponsible decisions that have been done in this entire journey, after every single one of those people that were never tested today and then put out in this Atlanta airport. You have to remember, when we arrived in France, we weren't allowed to get near the airport. We waited in buses, and we actually exited our buses one at a time and got onto a plane on a tarmac. They wouldn't let us get near anybody. They thought that we were dangerous enough that they couldn't touch us. They had to wear masks and whatnot from top to bottom. And yet they dump us off in the Atlanta airport in the same clothes, the same thing that we were wearing, and say, okay, here's your ticket. Go fly to any place that you want to in the United States. So if they thought we were that dangerous and they still put us on a plane out here without testing us, without changing any of the information that they knew about us, then that doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not going to participate in it. If I have to sleep here in this chair and self-quarantine me on these 3 chairs away from people, then that's what I'm going to do. And I can't go home and do this because my husband is high risk and I'm not going to get on the flight. So please, somebody, if you know the CDC, if you know anybody up there that's doing the hotels, Melissa, if you're watching, I know that you have some connections with the hotels that are in Marietta that are with the CDC. If you can please give me a call. My number is 540-395-7837. I have not slept in 48 hours, and I've had one meal in 24 hours, as all of you know that were on the plane. So I'm a little run down, and I don't know where to go. I've called all the hotels, and they're saying that there are no hotels that are allowed to do self-quarantine. So whether it's mandatory or not, they're not allowed to do self-quarantines. So they're saying that you have to go home and isolate yourself from the other people in your house. And with Jeff being high risk, and my son saying that basically if he ever caught it from me, that I would be disowned and he would hate me forever and I would be an outcast. Basically, I'm not going to take the risk. So, anyway, if you guys know, please let somebody know that I need the CDC to call me so that I can get into a hotel that actually does self-quarantine instead of flying through all of these international airports and infecting every single person that I come in contact with. It would be very nice to know that somebody actually cares about the health of the people that I'm coming in contact with instead of just trying to dump me off someplace that's in the United States and let everybody fend for themselves. So anyway, that's my 2 cents worth. Hopefully something will get done.